I just realized OBS isn't actually picking up this window, so to y'all I'm just poking around on my canvas doing nothing. That's funny. Something about that doesn't look right. The perspective in the background is off. That's how curtains look, right? Yeah. Got like a bookcase over here. You know what? It'd be much faster if I just did this. Well, after I made it an actual pen and not an eraser. You know, I would probably like Krita more if I actually took the time to memorize the shortcuts. Okay, so E is eraser. Try and remember that. I mean, at least I figured out what the shortcut for deselect is. Makes me feel weird putting the stylus next to the coffee. Hello, apple strudel. Whoa. I think you're actually the first person to comment. I'm gonna try and add some stuff on the shelves in the background. You know what? Let's add a little goose up there. Right next to Globy. There we go. You're up there on the shelf, apple strudel. I'll put you next to a little plant. You know, you'd think Globy would be easy to draw, considering he's literally just a blob. Oh dear. Oh. Whew. I just gave myself a mini heart attack. Never pressing that keybind again. I should probably get a shock mount for my mic at some point. Yeah, that's a future me problem. Whoops. That is the wrong color. My day's been going well. Trying to think of what else happened so far. The weather outside was really nice this morning. Platform for beginners in graphic art. Do you mean as in like a social media platform? So like a drawing program? Sorry, I'm a little confused. I'm trying to think. Because what I'm currently using is Krita, and it can be pretty simple. Krita does have a lot of tutorials and stuff online, and their official webpage has a lot of information too. I think for the most part for beginners, I usually default to recommending Krita, since it's free, and you can also find a lot of good free brush packs too. It also depends sort of on, like, what hardware you have, which software you choose to use. Because if you're going for, like, a tablet, I use Infinite Painter on my drawing tablet, but on PC, like I'm doing now, I use Krita. Infinite Painter is one of those, like, freemium apps, where you pay in order to unlock all of the features, but the paid version is, like, a one-time $10 purchase, which is pretty good. And it's a lot like Procreate, which you see most people using these days. But if you see, I don't know if you've seen any of my shorts, but I use Infinite Painter in all of those. I hope that was helpful. Yeah, animals can be pretty hard to draw. I think one of the main reasons I'm decently good at it like the semi-realistic kind, is because as a kid I really wanted to be like a zoologist or a wildlife rehabilitator. And so most of what I drew as a kid when I was learning to draw was just animals, because I really liked them. And I guess that's sort of why I understand animal anatomy so well. Yeah, zoology is really fun. I ended up, when I got to college, even though I was technically an art major, and I fully sold myself on wanting to actually pursue art as a career, I still ended up taking a biology class for fun, just because I still wanted to learn more about the world and animals as a whole. Thankfully, that was while I was still at like community college, so it wasn't super expensive to do. Oh wait, hang on, this is like teal. Whoops. Every time I accidentally press that button, I give myself a mini heart attack. Yeah, I can add an apple. I'll probably put that over on the table. Apple. Try to think of... We add a little more there. Yeah, there we go. Apple. Helps a lot. This channel is... I only started YouTube oh dear. Ugh, I hate it when I accidentally hit Control X. But... all hail the apple. I only started my channel a few weeks ago, so I'm still getting the hang of things. Honestly, I've wanted to start a YouTube channel for like a long time, but I was always so worried that it would just become another failed project. But these days, I'm using it as like a way to motivate myself to get things done, and it's been working really well. Any suggestions for other things we can add to the shelf? Books are a good idea. We can probably do 2 shelves with books on them. Space animal figurine, that's a good one. Alright, now bear with me, this is gonna look a little weird. A Peppa Pig plush. Alright, back to the layer with stuff on the shelf. I'm gonna do some books. This is the wrong color. I'm still trying to figure out how to make, like, regular long videos. I've got pretty good at making shorts, and they're fun. But I do like long-form videos, and I wish I could make more of those. It's mostly just whenever I try to record voiceover for long videos, I can never quite think of what to say. Well, I don't know if anyone's more good at drawing than anyone else. I have a lot of practice. I'm actually like a college art student, so I've been doing this most of my life. Oh, it was supposed to be Peppa Pig, but that is, like you suggested, but that is wonky. I feel like it is kind of odd to hold yourself to the standard that you're not an artist unless you can draw a person. Because I can't really draw people super well. I can draw people, just not really well. I mean, I can draw an apple and a goose. You can't draw a dot. I feel like anyone can draw a dot as long as they have paper and a pencil. But I do see what you're trying to say. Art isn't strictly for everyone. It is a very fun hobby to have, though. Yeah, that is kind of the vibe I was wanting to go for. Just chilling. That's kind of the overall vibe I want to try and have for my channel. It's just, you know, the idea of sort of YouTube checkpoints? Just a place to relax and unwind. Have a good time. Build sort of a community. The duck is staring at you. I don't know, to me it looks more like he's staring at the back of my character's head. Ducks and geese have that menacing aura about them. They're little gremlins. Undercover spy duck. It wants your snacks or else. We should give it a cookie. Hang on. We will appease the duck with a cookie. Let's see, I'm trying to think of what else we could add. Because we've got the apple, my very sad attempt at Peppa Pig, the goose, which was apple strudel, a plant, some books, a globy. You know, I know what we should add to the shelf, hang on. He does look kind of like an owl. I'm just redrawing a picture of Mothman that I have up on my wall. Yeah, if you're an Apple user and you're already used to that ecosystem, I would definitely go for an Apple tablet. Although you should be able to find Infant Painter and possibly Krita on Apple as well, if you really want to use the same stuff I'm using. Although I know there are plenty of other art apps on the Apple App Store that aren't actually available on Android that you can look into and try out. As for how I made a PNG tuber, I'm actually considering remaking the one I have, and if I do that, I'll make sort of like a tutorial video. There is a video, 2 videos up on my channel, talking about how I make PNG tubers, but they were both from before I got my good mic, so listening to them might be kind of painful. Although in the descriptions of those videos, I linked the tutorial I followed, which is a really good one for if you've never made a PNG tuber before and you want to try it out. Do you guys want to see something funny? Let me pull up my program. So if I go into the settings for PNG Tuber Plus, and I turn up Bounce Force, up I go! If I mess with the sliders, my whole model will do goofy stuff. It's really funny. And then I can do Bounce Gravity. If I turn down Bounce Gravity too much, I'll start flying away. Ugh. But there are a lot of sliders to mess around with. But at one point, I hadn't actually disconnected my ears. So when I spoke, if I turned the slider up too much, my ears would start windmilling around my head. It was so funny to look at. Anyway, I'll try and turn it back down to where it was. Oh yeah, a stack of like papers and scrapped drawings. That's a good idea. You know, actually back when I was a kid, when I first started drawing, I didn't even actually have a sketchbook. It was all just on completely loose leaf paper on one of those like clipboards. It took me a long time to actually get used to drawing in a sketchbook. But now I've filled up, I think 4 or 5 sketchbooks so far. And I have at least 3 others that are still halfway done. Do I want ramen? I don't know if you can get me ramen. You don't even know where I live. At least I hope you don't. I see people expanding on the knick-knack shelf floor. A bowl of ramen. Yeah, I can probably add that. I know Sparkles would definitely appreciate it. She loves ramen. I'll add a little sketch on the tablet, because I saw someone suggest that. There we go. There's our tiny little doodle on the tablet. Yeah, here's the drawing for now. I haven't ended before, so this is new to me, but Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for turning out, staying for so long, and being very nice.